What's going on, everyone? I am back with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We got a lot more videos to come, and today I'm going to be talking about 100k mile review. So I'm just going to be talking about how the car's been holding up. Right now it's sitting at 170,000 kilometers. I live in Canada, so that's Canadian, but for the title's sake, and most of my viewers are in America, I'm going to say 100k miles. But yeah guys, let's get into it. Before we drive to the spot, as you can see, you know, living in Canada, it did snow a lot last night. Hey, and I also want to make a big disclaimer for anyone who lives where it snows. If your car is covered with snow, make sure you spend the extra 2-3 minutes, whatever, to clean the entire car. Just wipe off the roof, around the doors, everywhere. Because I see a lot of people on the roads where they don't wipe down their entire car and then they got snow blowing everywhere. And the problem is when that shit gets frozen, it fucking flies off. That's like a broken windshield accident waiting to happen. So I just wanted to tell you guys to make sure when it's winter and your car is covered in snow, wipe off the whole damn thing. Just do it. Don't be that guy that causes trouble around the roads. But yeah. Anyways guys, that's enough rambling for me. Let's drive to another spot and see you guys there. Alright guys, now that we got to the spot, now we can talk. Okay, so basically I've had this car for about a year and a half now. I got it back in July of 2019. It had 120,000 kilometers, it was bone stock, and now I'm sitting at 170. And throughout that 50,000 kilometers, year and a half I've put into it, the car has been holding up really good. Like nothing's really been breaking, deteriorating. Under tray, like under the car, is really clean, no rust, knock on wood obviously, but yeah, the car's been holding up pretty good right now. So I'm going to talk about exterior first. So I'm going to start with the front end. I'd say the most beat up part of my car is definitely the front end, like the front bumper. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's like some like rock chips everywhere, as you can see. Not too bad, you know, with the car being around like 7-8 years old. I mean, it's bound to happen, but it's pretty clean, not too bad. The front end, a bit of the hood right here. This wasn't even me who did this. This is when I got the car. These are like these are rock chips, and then the previous owner must have done like a shitty touch-up paint job with that marker thing. But you know, it's holding up pretty well, not too bad. As for the paint itself, the paint has honestly held up so freaking well. Like, I don't know what Mazda does to the paint, but man, it holds up really well. It's still got that golden flake to it. It's kind of hard to tell right now, obviously, because of the lighting, but I promise you guys the paint is in really good condition. Not too many swirl marks. Sorry. I got it buffed out not too long ago. So paint's holding up pretty good. It's not really fading or anything like that. As long as you like clean your car and, you know, take good care of it, it should really take care of itself. But yeah, the paint's holding up pretty good. So you may ask, do I have any paint chipping? Not the car's fault itself. It's actually there's actually a minor accident that happened to my car before I got it. I found that out later while owning the car. It was on this side, and I don't know, I guess the body shop didn't do that good of a job, but it's probably hard to see right now, but there is like a layer of paint, of clear coat, that has been chipping off right here. So I'm gonna have to get that blended in at some point. But other than that guys, like, it's been holding up really nicely. For a car this old with this age, honestly I expected worse, but you know, as long as you take care of it, that's all that matters, guys. And you may ask, guys, how often do I clean my car? I try to do it, okay, in the summer, minimum once a week. Especially, you know, like where I work, it's a construction area, so it always gets dirty and dusty. And so my car only really stays clean for like the weekend, but I try to clean it like once or twice a week. In the winter, honestly depends. I try to do it at least like 2 or 3 times a month. Just try to keep it clean the underbody, get off all the dirt and shit, you know. I try to do my best, but yeah, I'd say on average 3 times a month in the winter, and in the summer, like I'd say like 5 times. I also wanted to make another point. I know that for people who don't really know Mazdas that well, they think, oh, well, Mazda is known for rust. No, that was up until 2009 when Mazda stopped being made by Ford. After that, they really fixed up the rust issues, and honestly, guys, like, this has been holding up really good. Like, no rust. Like, I do my best to, you know, take care of it, especially during the winter. And yes, as you can see, guys, it's winter time right now, and I still drive it every single day. I don't give a shit what weather it is, rain, snow, sun or shine. I'm always driving this thing. I love driving it every day. And you may ask, how does this car drive in the winter? It drives amazing. As long as you have good winter tires, you're fine. If you guys want me to make a video on how it drives in the winter, just let me know. Drop a comment down below. Moving on to the interior, as you can see, interior's really been holding up really nicely. That's one of the biggest things. The only thing is, besides the steering wheel, as you can see, I know, actually this is a very common problem in all Mazdas. Mazda 3, Mazdaspeed 3. I had this in my old Mazda 3, the same problem. It tends to, if you don't clean it that often, it tends to fade out a lot and it looks kind of ugly after a while. I've seen a lot worse, but this is what mine is looking like right now. Moving on to the seats, as you can see, really good condition. There is one part right here that's kind of fading away down here. That's actually not my fault. It was like that when I got the car, so the previous owner must have been a bigger dude. But passenger seat holding up pretty good. Let's check the back seats. Honestly, no one really sits in the back, but literally looks brand new. Like, no one ever sits back here. Really clean. But yeah, guys, seats are holding up pretty good. I also noticed that, I don't know if it was a recall or anything, but I did notice that a lot of people in the forums talk about like the dash like fading away after a while, or like breaking, or like getting all fucked up. But honestly, mine has been holding up pretty good. Nothing's been popping out. Nothing has really faded away. Like I said, guys, as long as you clean it regularly, you do your part. Like, not even just this car, like any car will last you a long time. You just got to take care of it. But as you can see, everything's holding up pretty well all around the car. Nothing's really breaking. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Over here, it's like chipping off. Again, not my fault. This was how the car was when I first got it. Guy must use cruise control a lot. Well, it makes sense though, because the guy had service done in Houston, and this is not a car in Canada, Ontario. So I guess that makes sense. But other than that, guys, interior's holding up really well. Moving down to under the hood, as you can see, guys. Well, sorry, I apologize for being dirty, and this is definitely not stock. But honestly, engine bay has been holding up really nicely. You know, there are some places where like I never cleaned that's really fucking dirty, but other than that, not a lot of rust. No bolts have been seized. Yeah, guys, it's been holding up pretty good. Like I said, guys, as long as you take care of your car, you clean it regularly, you do the proper maintenance, it'll last you a long time. Honestly, my goals with this car, I really want to drive this thing to like the grave. I want to have like 400,000 kilometers on this thing. Like, I want to have like a world record for how many miles or kilometers, whatever you can have on a Mazdaspeed. But yeah, guys, engine bay has been holding up pretty good. You know, obviously it's dirty, like, you know, the intake manifold, heat shield, back here by the firewall. Not too bad, but overall pretty clean. So you may be wondering, at this point of the car's lifespan, how reliable is it still? And honestly, like I said, from the moment you own the car, as long as you take care of it, you do the proper maintenance, this car will do you good. It's been really reliable, doesn't really burn a lot of oil, nothing mechanical wrong. Turbo still pretty good, not really smoking or anything, you know, knock on wood obviously. But yeah, guys, hasn't really given me any issues. And honestly, in the year and a half of ownership, this car has never left me stranded, knock on wood, never like given me a single problem. It's just been really reliable, guys. It's a great car. I love it. It takes me from point A to point B all the time in style. You know, it's fun. And yeah, guys, there's only one thing that's broken, and that's kind of like bound to happen. My rear end links, they blew up. Well, okay, they didn't blow up. I broke them after I went to the track for the first time. The stock ones are really weak, and when you put lowering springs, or you just lower the car in general, they tend to break really easily. And I kid you not, after the track, like, all I hear was clunking the entire ride back home. So I got Moog rear end links. They're pretty good. I got them from Rock Auto. Problem solved. There was only like a $60 fix, but other than that, guys, I promise you, like, literally nothing has gone wrong with this car. It's been so damn reliable, not a single problem. It's been holding up really nicely, and I couldn't be happier. Also, I heard that some people like to say the stock shocks and struts are kind of weak. I've read that, and honestly, you may be asking how are mine holding up, because I still am on the stock ones with lowering springs actually. They've been holding up pretty good. I mean, I know at some point they're gonna go away. I mean, that's with anything when you put on lowering springs on stock shocks and struts. But honestly, they've been holding up pretty good at 170,000 kilometers. OEM ones, they've been holding up really well. But yeah, guys, this car is so reliable. Like, holy shit, I'm in awe sometimes. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that about wraps up my 100K mile review. Like I said, this car has been so dang reliable. Never left me stranded, not giving me any problems. Mechanically speaking, this car is great. Cosmetically wise, I'd say this car is probably like 8 out of 10 condition. It's been holding up really well, guys. Like I always say, I know it's probably annoying at this point at the end of the video, but if you take care of your car, it'll take care of you. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We got new videos coming every single week, probably like 2 to 3, plus my new series where I talk about just a bunch of random shit. It's called Real Talks. And yeah guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.